Welcome to New York Nonprofit Media. I'm Jeff Stein, and I'm here at TechCon with Stanley Litow, who is the president of the IBM Foundation, who just delivered a wonderful keynote address here. And I wanted to take you aside for a couple of moments to ask about corporate social responsibility. Something that's been in the news a lot since the VW scandal is the concept of greenwashing that I know a lot of people in the nonprofit community are concerned about with corporate partners as well. And what do you think people in the private sector really need to be thinking about in terms of mitigating the potential effects of greenwashing?
I think that companies need to think about their corporate behavior as something that is directly connected to their bottom line. So when some companies have an environmental profile, on one level, if it's a good profile, it mitigates risk.
Right.
So if a company has a good environmental set of policies and programs, you're not going to have the kind of risk that a company would have that violated those core principles. So it's protecting the value of your company, your brand, protecting your shareholders, protecting your employees. So it's good for business to be able to have that strong environmental profile. Secondly, it's also something that produces not just mitigating risk, but improving the reward for the company, because strong environmental program is good for your bottom line. You lose less money, you save resources, it helps you with clients. So it's not something that should be treated lightly. It's something that's valuable for the company. And that's in terms of why environmental performance is important. But it's also important in terms of your supply chain. Why would you want to have a supply chain policy where the people that you would do business with would have a strong labor performance or environmental performance? Not just you, but your suppliers. Because what we found out is that companies that don't police their supply chain also have risk and also don't improve their reward. And the same is true of employee relations, labor issues, educational issues. They shouldn't be looked at as something that isn't connected to what makes you a strong company economically and helps you to recruit the kind of young people who don't want to work for a company that has poor performance in the environment or supply chain or labor or anything else. So I don't think it's different from being careful about your brand, about your interest financially. Your investors will increasingly look for a company that has a strong corporate responsibility.
Great. Switching gears a little bit, more in relation to the nonprofit sector. As the leader of the IBM Foundation, you obviously have so many metrics that you base decisions on, grant making, on. This is a very challenging space for nonprofits right now. Requests for data from government funders, from foundation funders, internal data. What is your advice for sort of parsing all of the different demands for data and streamlining those processes for nonprofits?
Well, I think for not-for-profits, it's to understand that there are a variety of innovations that could be valuable for them. There are a variety of ways to use data analytics to improve the operation and management of not-for-profits. That information technology is not a silo within an organization. It's something that should be part and parcel of the way that you do your business. So your service workers should be better at it. You should also think about ways to use social and social media to improve the ability of your not-for-profit organization to be effective, to build a strong and cohesive group of supporters, to find ways to get your message out, to be able to get the support that you need in the community and also from funders, to be able to take advantage of the innovations that have happened in the IT world, to be able to embed it more in how a not-for-profit operates. So, and when the way that we look at problems is we try to find an area where we can make a real innovative solution that won't just benefit one not-for-profit, but that would benefit a multiple number of not-for-profits by solving a problem in a unique way.
All right, well, thank you so much for your keynote address, and thank you so much for watching.